I didn't want to work a regular job, so I opened an online store. But at 2 a.m. I got a bad review. Don't buy from this guy's shop. It's not good at all. Super hard to swallow, absolutely terrible. At 3 a.m. I jolted awake from bed. Did something happen to this guy? My shop specializes in adult toys after all. What the heck did he eat? The more I thought about it, the angrier I got. So angry I couldn't sleep anymore. I grabbed my laptop and replied right away. Please review carefully, sir, madam. Our shop's products are mostly not edible. After replying, I sighed again about how tough customer service is. The staff gets so frustrated. I really wanted to curse him out. This online adult toy shop was something I started after graduating. Though the process was a bit rough, I managed to overcome it all. When I first started, a lot of people thought that me, a guy opening this kind of shop, wasn't exactly respectable, but I didn't see any problem with it. From childhood to adulthood, the most steadfast principle if held is, there's nothing worse than being poor. Having no money is the most shameful thing. Now I've been running this online shop for 2 years. I'm my own boss, my own customer service, doing everything myself, saving on labor costs, and not having to deal with others. Life's pretty comfortable. The only thing is rent is a bit expensive. Once I made some money, I rented a standalone villa. Because I needed space for storage and packaging, I had to rent a bigger place. But I can afford it. And over these 2 years, my shop has maintained a perfect record of 0 bad reviews. I'm incredibly proud. Then some jerk suddenly pops up, giving me a baseless bad review for no reason. I really wanted to strangle someone. After a while, I just couldn't let it go. Clicked on his avatar to check it out. It's a girl. She bought an adult toy for women. I couldn't hold back and messaged her privately. Hello, this is Late Night Adult Toy Shop. Sorry to bother you. Here is the thing, we received your bad review, but I don't quite understand the reason. Could you explain a bit? After sending it, I felt a little better, hoping she'd wake up and give me a reasonable explanation tomorrow. Ding ding ding, I reached out to turn off the alarm. Yawned once. Another beautiful day began. After breakfast, I sat in the warehouse. Today, I needed to process the online shop's orders and deal with that bad review. I opened the chat window, quickly logged onto the chat with the girl who left the bad review. She replied with an apology. I accidentally left the wrong bad review. A few days ago, I bought a box of Sappadiller. I'll go delete the bad review now. I went back to the review page. Once again, a quality online shop with 0 bad reviews. I immediately pressed my luck. So, could you kindly leave our shop a good review? Thank you sincerely. After sending it, I didn't care too much. First, I went to print the orders. A bit later, I got a new message. Please reply soon. I had to pause printing orders. Moved to the computer. Opened the message. It wasn't her but someone else. After Huano Xiaolong, I started packing, and only then saw her reply. It wasn't me who bought it. Your shop stuff was bought by my friend using my account. I laughed. What's this person pretending for? I don't even know her. What's she pretending about? It's not like it's something shameful. Well, but wasn't it bought using your account? Could you use this account to leave me a good review? Please, I'm counting on you. I can give you a 5 yuan discount voucher. This time she replied right away. But I've never bought anything. I can't confirm how your stuff is. I can't just give a good review. It'll affect other users' perception of your products. Damn it! When you accidentally left a bad review, you didn't say that. Now you're all principled. I took a deep breath, smiled, and replied, so Rose, could you ask your friend how it felt to use it? Or you could buy one and try it. After all, you accidentally left me a bad review, affecting our shop's perfect rating. I hope you can understand, please, Rose. Originally, I just wanted a good review. Now, I might even make another sale. She replied after a few minutes. I've never bought this kind of stuff. Fine if my bad review affected you. I'm very sorry. I'll buy one and see if there's no problem. I'll give a good review. This girl feels so naive. She's not underage, is she? Better ask just in case. Here is the thing. Our shop's products are only sold to adults. May I ask if you're of age? She replied immediately, I'm of age. Alright, that's fine. Another order secured. Okay, please let me know once you've placed your order. I'll prioritize shipping it to you. After saying that, I continued packing until she sent me her order. The moment I saw the address, I was stunned. Villa District 20 Building 102. I instinctively read it over. Then checked my location, confirmed Building 101. Building 102, she's right next door, Michael. What a crazy coincidence. Right next to my house. That villa next door was always empty, wasn't it? How come someone moved in now? What do I do? Do I still need to waste money on shipping? I'll just bring it over to her. But who knows what kind of person she is? Maybe I'll sneak it over when no one's home, leave it at her door, and take off. Then message her that the package has arrived. The more I thought about it, the better it seemed. So I messaged her. You and I are in the same city, pretty close. So I want ship it to you. In the next 2 days, I'll have someone drop it off. Is that okay? She didn't reply, so I let it go. I'd already told her. That evening I saw her house's lights still off. Probably no one's home. I finished packing, put on a black jacket and headed out. Quickly drop it off and be done. She won't even know. Her neighbor sells adult toys. Avoiding any unnecessary interactions or hassle. As long as I don't get caught while in there. I strode confidently to her villa's gate. Just as I set the package down, before I could stand up, a clear, slightly angry voice came from behind. What are you doing? I turned around. Before I could say a word, her eyes locked onto the package in my hand, her brows furrowed. From the moment I left the police station, my mood was truly complicated. It all happened so suddenly. I couldn't react in time. She didn't say another word, just pulled out her phone and dialed 911. By the time I realized what was happening, she was already explaining the situation. I rushed over to her. No, I'm not a thief or a delivery guy. She glanced at me, cut me off saying save it, and tell it to the police. Then hung up, strode back into her villa, leaving me standing dumbfounded in the wind. When she and I were both taken to the police station, I was still in a state of who am I? Where am I? Why am I in this mess? Luckily, since I live alone, I installed a camera at my door. The footage could prove the package was in my hand the whole time. But to confirm further, the officer asked me, "Can you tell me what's inside the package?" I froze. Turned to look at the girl sitting next to me. She was stunningly beautiful. The kind of beauty that even I, a face connoisseur, couldn't describe. But her expression wasn't great at the moment. Since watching the camera footage, she hadn't said a word, as if drowning in guilt. So naive and kind, I looked at her, momentarily unsure whether to answer the officer's question. If I didn't answer, it might affect proving my innocence. If I did answer, I looked at her innocent, righteous face and sank into thought. Forget it, my innocence comes first. Who told her not to listen to my explanation and insist on calling the police? I cleared my throat, said it's an adult toy for women. Sure enough, she snapped her head up, looking at me in disbelief. I held back a laugh, explained the whole story to the officer. Though my eyes stayed on her, I was talking to the officer across from me, but my peripheral vision was entirely filled with her increasingly mortified beauty. When we left the police station, she was holding the package, opened and resealed. The shyness on her face was impossible to hide. Let's just say the blush of a beauty looked pretty fitting on her. So naive, is it too much to tease her a bit? Though I really wanted to laugh. To show my understanding side, I reached out and patted her shoulder, comforted her saying it's fine. Lots of people buy this stuff. Hearing my words, her blush deepened, but she pretended to be unbothered, softly humming in agreement. I raised an eyebrow, my mind full of little sister calculations. How old are you? She looked at me, her brows slightly furrowed. My name's Rose. I'm 21 this year. Being called little sister already made her unhappy. Alright, little sister. My name's Michael. I'm 20 for this year, so you can call me Brother Michael. After saying that, I even winked at her. She gave a soft huff, ignoring me. I said, little sister, you wrongly accused me. Made it so I want sleep tonight. You're not even going to say sorry. Sure enough, she took the bait, anxiously apologizing. I'm really sorry. Whatever compensation you want, I'm okay with it. I raised an eyebrow, anything goes. Even that. Seeing her hold back all evening, I finally couldn't help it. Burst out laughing. She was so embarrassed by my laughter. Her face flushed red. She coughed sternly twice. I laughed enough. Looked up and said, how about this? You treat me to a meal. That shouldn't be a problem, right? She nodded okay. When? I haven't thought about that yet. How about you add me on WeChat? It'll let you know when I've decided. As I spoke, I opened my WeChat QR code, showed it to her. She froze, but still took out her phone and scanned my code. Soon my contacts had a new friend with a plain white avatar. I grinned and changed her note to cute little sister. Put away my phone. Noticed she was still staring at hers. What's up? Something wrong? She shook her head. Put away her phone. Nothing. Alright then, it's almost dawn. I'll call a car. Let's head back. I'm dead tired. As I spoke, I yawned. She froze again. Said another sorry. I waved it off. It's fine. I already said you're treating me to a meal. This matter's settled. She nodded mid-conversation. We got in the car. She was sleepy. Finally leaned on my shoulder. After Huano Xiaolong, I woke her up from her dream. Rose. Wake up, we're almost there. She rubbed her eyes. Quietly yawned. Only then realized she was still leaning on my shoulder. Immediately sat up. Is your shoulder numb? Sorry about that. You could pushed me away. It's fine, let's get off first. As I spoke, the car stopped at the community gate. The only downside of living in a villa district is it's too far from the gate. The road's long. I started finding something to talk about. Did you take the stuff? She stiffened, her earlobes red as blood. Of course I knew she took it. I'm not blind, but I just wanted to tease her a bit. After all, a naive little sister like her, anyone would want to tease a little. Good, you can try it out when you get home. Guaranteed you'll be satisfied. Try it, it's comfy. Don't forget to give me a good review, little sister. I couldn't help patting her shoulder. Her ears turned even redder from my words. Holding back for a while, she said, do you always talk like that? Talk like what? It's not just because I said try it, it's comfy, right? Little sister is indeed little sister. I couldn't help whispering. Didn't expect her to turn and look at me, sternly saying, I told you. My name's Rose. I raised an eyebrow, nodded. All right, Rose. She went silent, walking faster. I caught up. Are you mad? Her face cold. She said, no. I laughed, still mad. All right, I'm sorry, but you're younger than me. Don't be mad anymore. At most, I won't call you little sister. Her expression softened a bit. Not mad, easy to coax. All right, you say you're not, so you're not. So when are you giving me that good review? She gritted her teeth. I'll give it. Head, that's good. As we spoke, we reached the villa district. I dragged my tired legs to my door. Good night, I'm dead tired. Let's chat on WeChat, okay? Waved behind me and entered my villa. Back home, my eyes could barely stay open. I collapsed on the bed and slept instantly. When I woke up, the sun was shining brightly like golden edges. I shuffled in slippers to shower, cleaned up simply, ate a breakfast lunch combo, then started the busy life of a working man. Last night and this morning, I didn't process orders. I was so busy I almost went dumb. Yet I still found time to chat with Rose. Up yet? Yeah, I got early classes today. As expected, a student. No wonder her eyes are so clear and naive. That rough. Guess you didn't sleep much then. It's alright, so high and mighty. So when are you trying that toy? I'm still waiting for your good review. No kidding. Fine, keep printing orders. Time passed in busyness. I opened my phone again. The sun had set. Given it yet? What? The good review, haha. Guess you're scared of me asking. So you tried it already? She replied quickly. Not yet. Then why give me a good review without trying it? That's not good. I remember what you said, little miss. She replied after a while. I trust you, so I gave the good review already. Don't ask anymore. I couldn't help laughing out loud. I could imagine her typing this. Her expression, lips pursed, impatient. but her face and ears definitely bright red. Alright. If you don't like it, I won't ask anymore. My understanding reply. After that, I glanced at today's processed orders. Felt like I exceeded my goal. Maybe take a day off tomorrow. Are you free tomorrow night? How about we grab dinner together? She sent a voice message after a while. I opened it, her voice sweet, breathing a bit heavy. With an indescribable allure. Not tomorrow night. I have extra training tomorrow night. Extra training for what? Are you a sports student? Another voice message. Short distance running. Alright. You're training now. How do you know? How else? From your sexy breathing, of course. You can tell it's from exercise. Waited a bit. Alright. Not kidding, I sighed. Too serious. She's a beautiful sports student after all. Why is she acting like a naughty kid? If she's not free tomorrow, fine. No break then. Process more orders, make money. A few days passed. Rose and I chatted on WeChat daily. But after all these days, I haven't seen her once. Because she's been away competing. Not coming back home. How could I see her? Finished today's orders. I showered and ordered dinner, lying on the bed, chatting with Rose on WeChat. When's the competition over? Back tomorrow, it's done. What rank did you get? After sending, I felt it wasn't right. What if she didn't rank well? So I quickly added, no matter what rank, in my heart you're still number one. Trying is already half the success. You're number one, aren't you? So talented. Looks like our Rose is really amazing. Tell me, how are you so outstanding? Beautiful's not enough, you're great at sports too. I'm almost enchanted by you. After sending, I started laughing. Wonder if her face flushed faintly this time. She replied after a few minutes, back tomorrow. Didn't you already say that? I know. Since you competed, you get a day off. I smirked, so that's what you meant. So our Rose is finally free. Treating me to dinner then. Yeah, what do you want to eat? Think and let me know. If waited so long, you gotta treat me to something nice. Tomorrow night for dinner. You're coming back by car, won't you be tired? How about the day after? I typed the words, then saw her reply. You decide tomorrow night and let me know. If it's a restaurant that needs reservations, try to tell me early. Pretty considerate. Fine, she says it's okay, so it's okay. Not like my usual teasing. Teased her a bit more, then eagerly searched for restaurants. Half an hour later, I found a famous couple's restaurant. Just a bit pricey. Rose is still a student and has to pay villa rent. Should I not pick a restaurant too expensive? Or I could treat her, but that might hurt her pride. Forget it. Pick a cheaper restaurant. Next time I treat well, go to that one. Randomly found a high-value restaurant. Sent it to her and ended today's chat. Honestly, am kinda looking forward to tomorrow's meeting. Seeing that beautiful face again. For a faceconwuser like me, it's such a joy. Finally, my doorbell rang at 7 p.m. Long time no see. You've got an even prettier little sister. My lips curved slightly, not stingy with compliments. She glared at me for 2 seconds. Her ears red, saying, are you ready? I nodded, feigning shock, saying, no way. You're going like this. She froze. You complimented me. Shouldn't I compliment you back? That's what makes guys happy. I shook my head like steel not turning to iron. She paused, then softly said, you look handsome today too. I laughed. Now that's right. Though I'm handsome every day. Let's go, we're set for 8. Don't be late. I took out my phone to call a car, but saw a Bentley parked outside. My hand holding the phone trembled. Turned to Rose, you rented this car. How much did it cost? I'm worried your wallet's gonna run dry. You turned back, rented a Bentley. It's not mine. Little sister, don't pretend to be rich. No need for that. I'll figure out how to pay for dinner. Sitting in the passenger seat, I noticed a toy dog hanging inside, left by the previous renter. Or did Rose hang it to disguise? Oh, this kid, why think like that? Gotta find a chance to educate her. Planning how to educate her in my head. We soon arrived at the booked restaurant. After she parked, we walked into the restaurant. I picked a Western restaurant. The steak here has lots of good reviews. Not too expensive. The ambience is decent too. Truly high value. While waiting for the food, I couldn't help it. Asked how much did you spend renting that car? She grinned. It's really not rented. How do I prove it for you to believe? You prove it, I still want believe. A student, where'd you get that much money? Listen to me. This mindset of yours isn't right. You even rented a villa. Renting a villa is one thing, but going out to eat with me and renting a Bentley, I'm not after your money. I'm after your face. No need for this. I'm not some money worshipper. Halfway through my spiel, a phone was suddenly placed in front of me. I leaned in to look. It was a car purchase contract photo, signed by Rose. I looked up dazed. Rose smiled radiantly across from me, raised her eyebrows. Believe me now. I shook my head like steel not turning to iron. She laughed. A few seconds later, laughed even brighter. It's not photoshopped. It's real. The villa's not rented either. It was my grandparents' house before they passed. No one's lived there for a long time, but it's cleaned regularly. Since it's closer to my school, I moved in. After hearing her, my brain was about to explode. You're saying that Bentley and that villa are actually yours? You're really that rich? Not pretending. My eyes glazed over. Not exactly. The villa's not in my name. Doesn't count as mine. But I probably own a few houses. Just not around here. Stop, don't say any more. I skipped the restaurant I wanted to go to because I was worried you couldn't afford it. Picked a high-value one instead. Turns out my worries were for nothing. I'm the clown here. What right do I have? What am I? Sorry, I didn't mean to hide it. I just didn't think it was worth mentioning. Shall we go to the restaurant you wanted? I'm not blaming you. I just feel I was too presumptuous. A bit embarrassed, plus you're so rich. I'm a bit shaken. But you've got issues too. What issues? I don't have issues. Ooh, the food's here. Why didn't I notice? Momentarily at a loss for words. Don't know how to comfort someone. Never been in love, little sister. Her face turned stubborn. I got the urge to tease her again. Looks like that toy you bought is pretty useful. Her ears predictably turned red, but her brows stayed furrowed. This is a public place. Watch it. I laughed. You're so cute. Her brows furrowed deeper. I'm not cute. Alright, if you're not cute, I'm cute. Eat fast. You said you were hungry. After eating, we got back in that Bentley. The feeling was completely different. That hanging dog, you put it there. She glanced huffed. It's a keychain modeled after my corgi. You have a dog? Why haven't I seen it? At my old house. Alright. Looking at your clothes, I couldn't tell you're rich. Honestly, her clothes aren't branded. I don't think I saw any labels. If not, how could I think? She's just a regular student. Actually, this outfit is custom made. Alright. I asked a dumb question. Michael, stop asking. Ask more, and I'm really a clown. Silence for a bit. We reached the community. I turned to her. Next time, treat me to something expensive. I got off satisfied. Back home, first thing was a shower. After showering, I got a WeChat from Rose. Remember to send me the restaurant you want to go to, or I can pick you up. I grinned. Sent her the restaurant. No rush to eat. Rest early. Good night. Good night. What's this feeling? Is it liking? The next day, I woke up early. Forgot to take out the trash yesterday. Several bags piled up at home. As I carried the trash out, I ran into Rose. She was in sportswear sneakers, full of energy, in stark contrast to my sluggishness. Morning out for a run. Yeah, I have a morning run habit. In taking out the trash, I said, heading to the bins. She nodded. I'll keep running then. I smiled. Good. When I carried the trash back, got to the bins, she'd finished a lap, called me from behind. Michael, is my stamina that bad? I tossed the trash. Turned honestly, not great. Back then, running 800 meters took me 6 minutes. Since starting the online shop, I rarely go out. My stamina's getting worse. She nodded. I was about to say, I'll head back then, but I heard her hesitant voice. How about you join me for morning runs from now on? Otherwise, your health won't hold up. I really didn't want to run in the mornings, but this was an invitation from Rose. Plus, she's concerned about my health. Maybe as we get closer, some sparks of love might ignite. Fine for love and peace. Alright, you'll have to supervise me. Thinking back now, how much I regret that decision. I've been running with Rose for half a month now. No sparks of love in sight. But the flames of frustration are burning brighter. Finally, I decided to rebel. I can't run anymore. I plopped onto the ground. No matter what, I'm not running. Rose stood up. You can't sit down right after running. I don't need you to tell me. Are you even human? At first you said one lap was enough. Now you make me run the same laps as you. I'm a sports failure, how can I compare to you? After this training period, you can handle the same laps as me. I don't run that many in the mornings. You can totally manage. I'm exhausted, not running. I waved my hands repeatedly. Rose sighed. You can't just stand up and leave either. Walk a lap, no way, no way. I didn't want to move at all, listen to me. Michael, you can't be like this. I really can't walk anymore. If you'd hold my hand and lead me, I might consider it. I blurted out an excuse to tease her, but seeing her slender fair hand in front of me, I froze. HMPH. Get up then. Seeing her blushing ears, I smirked, placed my hand in hers. The morning breeze was gentle, blowing my hair and stirring my heart. Under the sunlight, we held hands. She held not just my hand, but the wild deer racing in my heart. Mine and maybe hers too. From that day on, Rose and I were like one thin layer of paper apart, but neither had pierced it. I decided to wait a bit longer. If she still wouldn't pierce it, I'd do it myself. Today Rose was training again. I sent her some warm encouragement. Keep it up though, our Rose is already amazing. I believe you'll be even better. She replied with a voice message, with a light laugh saying, don't be sappy. Why does her voice sound so sweet? Listen to it again. I didn't do anything, just showing care for our lovely Rose. Listen to this doting tone, it's not right. Why aren't you denying it anymore? Before you kept saying you're not cute. I'm used to it, about to say something, when a sudden call startled me. Dad. What's up? Dad. Michael's voice was a bit displeased. Nothing, can't I call my kid? That's not what I meant. Just asking what's up. Fine. I set you up for a blind date tomorrow afternoon, 3 p.m. Make sure you go with Dad. Why'd you arrange a blind date? You tell me why, always glued to that silly online shop. When are you getting a girlfriend? Plus that shop of yours is anyway. The girl tomorrow has good prospects. Just meet her once, it won't hurt. Dad. I'm only 24, is it that urgent? I don't want to go. Cancel it for me. Besides, I already like someone. Don't give me that nonsense. You know, your online shop gets so much gossip. If said enough, you're probably tired of hearing it. But Michael, Dad really wants a woman to take care of you. I didn't meet someone good, but I don't want you to be lonely forever. Alright, Dad, stop. You'll go tomorrow. But whether it works out, I can only say it's up to fate. Hung up. The phone screen returned to my chat with Rose. Looking at the messages above, I felt a strange mood. My parents divorced early. Because my mom cheated, I stayed with Dad. Dad raised me alone, went through a lot, but never got me a stepmom. He was afraid I'd be bullied, afraid I'd be unhappy. So all these years he carried it alone. Maybe because he suffered so much alone. When he found out I opened an adult toy shop, he was super worried about my love life, afraid I'd end up suffering like him. But I already agreed to the blind date. With Rose, I should say something in case she misunderstands. But we're not even dating yet. What right do I have to report this? Fine, don't say anything for now. Sleep on it. When I got to the blind date spot, I was shocked. It was right next to Rose's school. No way, it's that coincidental, right? Wait, why do I feel like I'm cheating? I'm just doing this reluctantly. It's a blind date, not actually looking for a girlfriend. Whatever. I walked into the cafe. At the spot Dad gave me, I saw today's blind date. She looked very average, especially since I get to see Rose's face every day. This face was so plain it was uninteresting. Plus, she's probably 27 or 28. Dad said good prospects, but this. Did Dad Michael get scammed? Hello, I'm here. The girl stood up and greeted. I forced a smile, said hi back. Then the blind date routine introductions. I think she said her name's Anna Joy. Does something with real estate. Earns this much a month. I didn't listen much. My mind was full of Rose. Maybe after this go to her school and find her. Before I could decide, and a joy across from me saw my mind wasn't there. Got a bit annoyed. Even mentioned my online shop. I heard you, Michael, run an online shop. I huffed, what's that got to do with you? We're on a blind date, how's it not related? I also heard you sell adult products. My brows furrowed tighter, holding back from standing up and leaving. A man running that kind of shop, isn't it a bit off? I suggest you shut it down. That kind of shop will make people talk. A man should be proper upright. Running that shop is bad for morals, I think. The coffee cup in my hand slammed onto the table, cutting off her nonsense. What are you doing? Did I hit a nerve? So mad, guess lots of people think you're improper, right? No decent man would run that kind of shop. She got startled by me, her voice much louder. People in the cafe turned to look at us. A man selling adult products. Can he even be a good man? I slammed the table hard, pointed at her nose, saying I spit on that. What's wrong with selling adult products? I don't steal or rob. I earn money with my own skills. What's the problem? You're this old and still single. Did I give you too much face? Looking like that and daring to go on blind dates. That's what's bad for morals, I said, turning to leave. A chair scraping sound came from behind. Turned back to see. This woman was so mad she wanted to hit me with a chair. I was about to dodge, but before she could swing, a pair of long legs tripped her to the ground. Rose, why are you here? She didn't look at me, eyes glued to the woman on the ground, looking like she wanted to slap her a few more times. I was afraid she'd actually hit her, quickly pulled her back. She looked at me, then at the woman on the ground. Threw out, you wait. Then dragged me out of the cafe. She pulled me along fast. I could feel her anger, so I hurried to soothe her. Sorry. This blind date was forced by my dad. I probably never told you. I was raised by my dad alone, so I have to listen to him a bit, because he really went through a lot for me. When Rose stopped, turned to look at me, her face showed unease I'd never seen. I'm not mad about that. I'm mad about what she said to you. If I'd arrived a bit later, that chair would've hit your head. I don't dare think. Michael the First was momentarily speechless. Suddenly laughed, saying, you gotta call me Brother Michael. She glared. I'm not kidding. I know. I noticed she was about to swing the chair. I was ready to dodge. Luckily you came in time. You're my hero, saving the beauty. Saving me in a crisis. Seeing my attitude, Rose couldn't help sighing. So what did you talk about on this blind date? How'd it turn out like that? Didn't someone say they didn't care? I teased. Seeing Rose's face worsen, I quickly recounted the whole thing. After hearing me, she fell silent. I thought she was still mad. It's really nothing. Don't I have you here? I firmly grabbed her hand. She suddenly threw herself into my arms. What's wrong? She was quiet for a few seconds. Whispered in my ear, let me take care of you from now on. I froze, couldn't help it. On what grounds? You're only 21. Talking about taking care of me. Because I'm your girlfriend. Her words cut me off. I went stiff. She let go, eyes locked on mine, full of seriousness. Michael, can I be your girlfriend? I was stunned for a few seconds. Snapped back, followed my heart, and answered, yes. Being with Rose for nearly half a year, I brought her to meet my dad. Dad was so satisfied with her, couldn't be happier. Especially when Rose gave Dad a jade pendant. He treated her like his own daughter, not some stray he picked up. On Rose's side, I was a bit worried at first, since she's from a wealthy family. But when I learned she has an older sister, and her sister's the heir to their family's business in the future, I stopped worrying. With her sister there, she probably won't have to deal with arranged marriages. After half a year, the first month, Rose took me to meet her sister. My gosh, her sister's just as beautiful. A different kind of beauty from Rose. The allure of a mature woman. Maybe I stared at her sister too long. Rose pinched my waist hard. Michael, if you keep looking at my sister, no sleep tonight. Use up all the new stock in one go. I quickly averted my eyes, seeing her calm as if nothing happened. I really missed that cute little sister from before. Her sister seemed to know about me already, and accepted me quite well, so the meal went smoothly. Later, I went to Rose's school to watch her train. Her teammates kept teasing me. Once when Rose wasn't there, a teammate asked when we got together. I told them the time. They were a bit surprised. Thought we'd been together longer. Didn't know since when. Rose kept texting on her phone, sometimes laughing happily. I thought she already had a boyfriend back then. A girl on the team teased me. I smiled, didn't say anything. Looks like that silly girl liked me for a long time. After Rose finished training, we went to the restaurant I always wanted to visit. Actually, we've been there a few times in the past half year, but I really liked the vibe there. So today I wanted to go again. Maybe I don't just like the vibe, but the person I share that vibe with. Rose, will you always like me? She smiled, firmly said, of course. I promised to take care of you for life. The end. Thanks for reading, guys.